Ladies and gentlemen, life teaches us that the deepest connections come from the heart, where vulnerability meets trust. When someone feels safe enough to share the essence of who they are, it is not just an act of communication, it is a sacred bond. If a man shares certain aspects of his inner world with you, it's a sign that you hold a cherished place in his life. Vulnerability is one of the most profound and courageous aspects of human connection. It is the willingness to open up, to show one's authentic self, and to reveal the parts of the soul that are often hidden from the world. When a man chooses to share his vulnerabilities with you, it is not merely a casual act, it is a deeply significant gesture that reflects his trust and emotional investment in your relationship. To understand the gravity of this act, we must first delve into what vulnerability truly means and why it is so rare. For many, vulnerability is often mistaken for weakness. Society has long conditioned individuals, particularly men, to equate strength with stoicism, silence, and an unyielding exterior. Men are often taught to suppress their emotions, to hide their fears, and to avoid showing anything that could be perceived as fragile or uncertain. In such a world, the act of sharing vulnerabilities becomes an act of defiance against these ingrained norms. It becomes a statement that trust and emotional intimacy are more valuable than the facade of invulnerability. When a man shares his fears, doubts, or struggles, he is inviting you into his inner world, a space that is often guarded with great care. This act is not just about words, it is about breaking down walls that may have taken years or even a lifetime to build. It is about saying, I trust you enough to show you who I truly am without fear of judgment or rejection. This level of openness is a profound indicator of how much he values the relationship and sees you as a person who can hold space for his most private emotions. Imagine the courage it takes to share something deeply personal, knowing that it might be misunderstood or dismissed. Vulnerability is an act of bravery because it involves risk. The risk of being seen in a way that feels raw or unpolished. The risk of exposing wounds or insecurities that could be met with indifference or ridicule. When a man takes this risk with you, it is because he believes that the connection you share is worth it. It signifies that he sees you as someone who can nurture and protect his emotional honesty. Vulnerability is not just about sharing pain or struggles, it is also about expressing joy, love, and hope in their purest forms. A man who can share his unfiltered excitement about his passions, his dreams, or even his small victories is also showing vulnerability. This is because sharing joy requires an openness to being seen as passionate or deeply invested in something. It requires the courage to express oneself without fear of being dismissed as overly sentimental or naive. When he shares these moments with you, it means he feels safe enough to celebrate life in its fullness by your side. Vulnerability also creates a unique kind of intimacy that is impossible to achieve through superficial interactions. It allows two people to connect on a deeper level, where masks are dropped, and the truth of who they are is laid bare. This level of connection fosters empathy, understanding, and a bond that cannot be easily broken. When a man reveals his vulnerability, he is not just seeking comfort, he is seeking a partner in his emotional journey. He is saying, I want you to see me, to know me, and to walk with me through both my triumphs and my struggles. It is important to note that vulnerability is a two-way street. When a man opens up, he is also inviting you to share your own truths and experiences. This exchange creates a foundation of mutual trust and respect, where both individuals feel valued and supported. It is a reminder that relationships thrive not on perfection but on authenticity. It is not about fixing each other's flaws, but about accepting and embracing them as part of the human experience. The act of sharing vulnerabilities is transformative. It allows both individuals to grow, not only within the relationship, but also as individuals. For the man who chooses to share, it is an act of self-liberation, freeing him from the weight of secrecy and the fear of being misunderstood. For the person receiving this gift of openness, it is an opportunity to deepen empathy, to practice compassion, and to create a space of unconditional acceptance. In a world where vulnerability is often overshadowed by the need to appear strong or self-sufficient, the choice to share one's inner world is a rare and precious act. When a man reveals his vulnerabilities to you, it is a profound declaration of trust, respect, and love. It is his way of saying, "You are special to me, and I am willing to let you see the real me, recognize the courage it takes, honor the trust he places in you, and cherish the opportunity to connect on a level that few are ever privileged to experience." Communication is the foundation of every meaningful relationship, yet its depth and significance often go unnoticed. It is more than just the exchange of words, it is the sharing of thoughts, feelings, and intentions in a way that fosters understanding and connection. When a man engages in open and honest communication with you, it is an act of profound respect and emotional intimacy. This gesture is not simply about conversing, it reflects a deeper desire to bridge the gap between two hearts and minds. Understanding the nuances of communication and its role in relationships reveals why it is such a meaningful gift when offered with sincerity. For many, communication can feel transactional, focused on the exchange of information or fulfilling immediate needs. However, true communication goes beyond these surface-level interactions. It involves vulnerability, honesty, and a willingness to be fully present in the moment. When a man chooses to communicate openly with you, he is signaling that he values not only what you share, but also how you understand one another. This openness is a cornerstone of trust, and trust is the foundation upon which all strong relationships are built. Open communication requires a level of self-awareness and courage that is often underestimated. It involves acknowledging one's feelings, identifying them, and expressing them clearly and authentically. This is no small feat, especially in a world where emotions are often dismissed or suppressed. For men, in particular, societal expectations often discourage emotional expression, labeling it as a sign of weakness. Yet when a man chooses to break through these barriers and speak his truth, it is an act of strength and an indication of how much he values the relationship. Honest communication also involves listening, a skill that is just as critical as speaking. When a man truly listens, he is not just hearing your words, he is absorbing your emotions, intentions, and experiences. This kind of active listening demonstrates respect and a genuine desire to understand you on a deeper level. It shows that he values your perspective and sees you as an equal partner in the relationship. Listening is an act of love, and when combined with thoughtful responses, it creates a dialogue that is both meaningful and transformative. Open communication fosters clarity and prevents misunderstandings. When a man is willing to express his thoughts and feelings openly, he eliminates the guesswork that can lead to confusion or conflict. Clarity is a gift in any relationship because it creates a sense of stability and predictability. It allows both individuals to feel secure in knowing where they stand and what they mean to each other. In this way, honest communication becomes a tool for building a solid and enduring connection. Communication also plays a vital role in resolving conflicts. Disagreements are inevitable in any relationship, but how they are handled determines the strength of the bond. When a man chooses to address issues openly rather than avoiding or suppressing them, it demonstrates his commitment to growth and resolution. Constructive communication during conflicts requires patience, empathy, and a willingness to find common ground. It shows that he values the relationship enough to work through challenges rather than letting them fester. This approach not only resolves immediate issues, but also strengthens the relationship for the future. Resolving conflicts, communication is essential for expressing love and appreciation. Words have the power to uplift, inspire, and reassure. When a man takes the time to articulate his feelings for you, whether through compliments, affirmations, or expressions of gratitude, it reinforces the emotional connection you share. These moments of verbal affirmation are not just about making you feel good, they are about reaffirming the bond and ensuring that you feel valued and cherished. Another significant aspect of communication is its role in sharing dreams, goals, and aspirations. When a man discusses his ambitions with you, he is inviting you into his vision of the future. This sharing is deeply personal and often reflects a desire for you to be part of that journey. It signifies trust and a level of emotional investment that goes beyond the present moment. By opening up about his plans and hopes, he is not only expressing his own dreams, but also seeking alignment with yours. This exchange lays the groundwork for a partnership built on shared purpose and mutual support. True communication also includes moments of silence, those comfortable pauses where words are not needed because understanding is already present. These moments are a testament to the strength of the connection, showing that communication is not only about what is said, but also about the shared energy and presence between two people. When a man feels at ease in these silences with you, it speaks volumes about the trust and comfort he experiences in your relationship. Communication is the lifeblood of any meaningful connection. It is through words, gestures, and shared moments that relationships are built, nurtured, and sustained. When a man communicates openly and honestly with you, he is offering you a part of himself, a part that he does not share with just anyone. This level of transparency and engagement is a profound sign of how much he values the relationship and your role in his life. Recognizing the significance of this gift allows you to nurture and cherish the bond, creating a relationship that is rooted in understanding, trust, and mutual respect. Sharing personal aspirations is an intimate and deeply meaningful act that reveals the very core of a person's hopes, dreams, and ambitions. When a man chooses to share his goals and long-term vision with you, it is not simply a casual conversation. It is a profound gesture of trust, vulnerability, and emotional intimacy. This act signifies that he sees you as someone significant, someone with whom he feels safe enough to open the door to his innermost desires and future plans. To understand the importance of this act, we must explore its layers and the unique emotional connection it creates. A person's aspirations are more than just goals. They are reflections of their identity, values, and passions. They are shaped by experiences, challenges, and deeply held beliefs about what is meaningful in life. For many, sharing these dreams is not something done lightly. Aspirations are often closely guarded as they carry the weight of personal ambition and vulnerability. They represent a vision for the future that is deeply tied to one's sense of purpose and self-worth. When a man shares his aspirations with you, it is an indication that he values your presence in his life and trusts you with something deeply personal. The act of sharing aspirations also involves an element of risk. Dreams and goals are not always met with understanding or support, and the fear of being dismissed or misunderstood can make many people hesitant to open up. When a man chooses to share his aspirations with you, he is stepping into a space of vulnerability, trusting that you will not only listen but also honor the significance of what he is revealing. This trust is not easily given, making it a profound acknowledgement of the connection you share. Sharing aspirations is also an invitation to understand his inner world more deeply. It allows you to see what drives him, what excites him, and what he hopes to achieve in life. These insights create a deeper emotional connection as they reveal the motivations and values that shape his decisions and actions. When he opens up about his goals, he is inviting you to be part of that journey, either as a supporter, a confidant, or even a partner in achieving those dreams. This inclusion in his vision for the future is a clear indication of how much he values and respects you. Another layer of significance in sharing aspirations lies in the level of commitment it demonstrates. Dreams often require dedication, perseverance, and hard work. By sharing his aspirations with you, a man is showing that he is serious about his goals and willing to take the necessary steps to achieve them. This level of commitment reflects his character and values, offering a glimpse into the qualities that make him who he is. It also provides an opportunity to align your own values and aspirations with his, fostering a sense of shared purpose and mutual support. The act of sharing aspirations is a form of emotional intimacy that goes beyond the surface level of conversation. It is not about discussing trivial matters or fleeting interests. It is about revealing a part of oneself that is deeply personal and often vulnerable. This level of openness creates a space for meaningful dialogue where both individuals can explore their hopes, fears, and dreams together. It fosters a connection that is built on authenticity, trust, and a shared vision for the future. The willingness to share aspirations also reflects a sense of respect and admiration for you. By opening up about his goals, he is expressing that your opinion matters to him. He values your perspective and sees you as someone who can provide insight, encouragement, or even constructive feedback. This level of respect is an essential component of any strong and healthy relationship, as it ensures that both individuals feel valued and appreciated. Sharing aspirations can also serve as a foundation for growth within the relationship. When two people discuss their dreams and goals, they have the opportunity to support each other in meaningful ways. This support can take many forms, from offering encouragement and advice to actively participating in the pursuit of shared objectives. By working together to achieve these goals, the relationship becomes a partnership in the truest sense, built on mutual effort and a shared commitment to growth and success. Sharing aspirations is a reminder of the importance of dreaming together. In any meaningful relationship, the ability to envision a shared future is a powerful and unifying force. When a man includes you in his vision for the future, it reflects his desire to build something lasting and meaningful with you. It shows that he sees you as an integral part of his life and is willing to invest in the relationship to create a fulfilling and purposeful future together. The act of sharing aspirations is a profound gesture that goes beyond words. It is an expression of trust, respect, and emotional connection that speaks to the depth of the relationship. When a man opens up about his dreams and goals, he is not just sharing his vision for the future, he is sharing a part of himself. Recognizing the significance of this act allows you to appreciate and nurture the bond you share, creating a relationship that is rooted in authenticity, mutual support, and a shared commitment to growth and fulfillment. When a man expresses genuine concern for your well-being, it is an extraordinary act of care and connection that goes far beyond surface-level gestures. Concern for another's well-being is a profound expression of love and respect, rooted in empathy and emotional attunement. This concern manifests in ways both seen and unseen, reflecting his investment in your happiness, health, and overall fulfillment. It is a way of saying, without words, your comfort and peace matter to me, and I want to be part of ensuring them. Understanding this expression of concern helps us appreciate its depth and significance in fostering a meaningful relationship. True concern is grounded in attentiveness. It requires a man to observe and understand the nuances of your life, your emotions, and your needs. This attentiveness is not superficial. It is a focused effort to see beyond what is readily apparent. When a man pays close attention to the details of your well-being, your moods, energy levels, and the subtle shifts in your demeanor, he is showing that he values you deeply. This level of awareness signifies a profound connection, as it involves both noticing and responding to your needs with care and intention. Expressing concern is also an act of emotional vulnerability. It requires a man to step outside of his own world and immerse himself in yours. This is not always an easy task, especially in a society that often conditions individuals, particularly men, to prioritize independence over connection. To care deeply for someone else means to allow their joys and struggles to impact you. When a man expresses genuine concern for you, he is allowing himself to feel deeply invested in your well-being, demonstrating that your happiness is intricately tied to his own. Concern for your well-being often translates into tangible actions. It's not merely about words, but about what he does to support you in your journey. This might look like checking in to ensure you're taking care of yourself, offering to help lighten your load when you're overwhelmed, or simply being present when you need a listening ear. These actions, no matter how small they may seem, are powerful indicators of his desire to nurture and protect the connection you share. They are expressions of his commitment to ensuring that you feel cared for and supported. This concern is also a testament to the depth of his empathy. Empathy is the ability to truly understand and share another's feelings, and it is a critical component of meaningful relationships. When a man demonstrates concern for your well-being, it reflects his ability to empathize with your experiences. He is not just recognizing your struggles, he is feeling them with you. This emotional resonance creates a bond that is both comforting and affirming, as it reassures you that you are not alone in whatever challenges you may face. Another important aspect of concern is its role in creating a sense of safety and security within the relationship. When a man shows genuine care for your physical, emotional, and mental well-being, he is fostering an environment where you feel valued and protected. This sense of security is essential for building trust, as it allows you to be open and vulnerable without fear of judgment or rejection. It also strengthens the emotional foundation of the relationship, creating a space where both partners feel seen, heard, and understood. Concern for your well-being also reflects a man's respect for your individuality. It shows that he values you as a unique person with your own needs, desires, and challenges. And this respect is evident in how he approaches your well-being, not by imposing his own solutions or expectations, but by supporting you in the ways that align with your values and preferences. This collaborative approach ensures that his concern is not about control, but about partnership and mutual respect. The expression of genuine concern is also deeply tied to the concept of reciprocity in relationships. When a man shows care and attentiveness to your well-being, it often inspires a similar response in return. This mutual concern creates a cycle of giving and receiving that strengthens the emotional connection between you. It reinforces the idea that the relationship is a shared journey where both partners are equally invested in each other's happiness and growth. Concern for well-being is also an enduring act. It is not limited to moments of crisis or visible need. It is a consistent presence in the relationship. This consistency demonstrates reliability and dependability, qualities that are essential for creating a strong and lasting bond. When a man shows that his concern for you is unwavering, it reinforces the stability and trust that underpin a healthy partnership. Expressing concern for your well-being is one of the most profound ways a man can show that he values and cherishes you. It is an acknowledgement of the importance of your happiness and health, and it reflects a deep emotional investment in the relationship. By recognizing and appreciating this expression of care, you can nurture and strengthen the connection you share, building a relationship that is grounded in empathy, respect, and mutual support. Genuine concern is not just an act of kindness, it is a declaration of love and a testament to the depth of the bond between you. When a man introduces you to the people closest to him, such as his family and friends, it is a meaningful and deliberate act that carries profound emotional significance. This gesture is not just about making introductions, it is a declaration of your importance in his life. The decision to bring someone into his inner circle reflects trust, respect, and a desire to integrate you into the most personal and intimate parts of his world. Understanding the depth of this action reveals the layers of thought, emotion, and intention behind it. Family and friends represent an individual's foundation. They are the people who have been part of his journey, shaping his character, values, and identity. When a man chooses to introduce you to these individuals, it signifies that he sees you as someone who belongs within that foundation. It is a statement that he values your presence enough to share it with those who matter most to him. This act is not made lightly, as it often requires careful consideration of how you will fit into the dynamic of his closest relationships. Introducing you to his inner circle also reflects a level of emotional investment and commitment. By involving you in his personal life, he is signaling that you hold a significant place in his future. This is especially meaningful because these introductions often act as a bridge between his past and present. Through this act, he is acknowledging that your relationship is not just a fleeting moment, but something he envisions growing and evolving over time. It shows that he is willing to include you in the fabric of his life and integrate your presence into his most cherished relationships. This gesture also carries an element of vulnerability. Family and friends often hold strong opinions and can influence how a man feels about his relationships. By introducing you to them, he is opening himself up to their thoughts and reactions. This requires a level of trust, not only in you but also in the bond you share. It shows that he is confident in your character and the connection you have built, and that he believes this connection will be valued and respected by those closest to him. Being introduced to his family and friends also provides an opportunity to better understand the man you are getting to know. These people offer insights into his upbringing, values, and the experiences that have shaped him. Through their stories, interactions, and perspectives, you gain a deeper appreciation for who he is and the environment that has influenced him. This understanding fosters a stronger connection, as it allows you to see the context of his life and the people who have supported him along the way. The act of introducing you to his family and friends also demonstrates a level of pride and confidence in the relationship. When a man is proud of the connection he shares with you, he naturally wants to share that joy with others. It is a way of saying, this person is important to me, and I want you to know them. This pride reflects a sense of fulfillment and happiness in the relationship, as well as a desire to celebrate it with the people who matter most to him. This introduction is also an invitation for inclusion and belonging. It shows that he wants you to feel comfortable and accepted in his world. By bridging the gap between his personal life and your relationship, he is creating a sense of unity and shared experience. This inclusivity strengthens the bond you share, as it allows both partners to feel connected not only to each other but also to the broader network of relationships that support them. The willingness to introduce you to family and friends also highlights a sense of transparency and authenticity. It demonstrates that he has nothing to hide and that he values openness in the relationship. This transparency fosters trust, as it reassures you that he is being genuine and sincere in his intentions. It also reflects his readiness to merge his private and shared lives, a step that often marks a significant milestone in a relationship. These introductions can serve as a foundation for building mutual respect and understanding between you and his loved ones. Developing relationships with the people who are important to him creates a sense of harmony and mutual support. This network of connections can enrich the relationship as it provides a broader base of emotional support and shared experiences. When a man introduces you to his family and friends, it is one of the clearest signs of how much he values and cares for you. It is an act that reflects trust, pride, vulnerability, and commitment. By recognizing and appreciating the significance of this gesture, you can deepen the connection you share and strengthen the bond that brings you together. This integration into his world is not just a social formality, it is an invitation to become an integral part of his life and his future. When a man shares his hopes, dreams, and ambitions with you, it is a deeply personal and intimate gesture that reveals a great deal about his character, values, and the level of trust he places in you. These aspirations are often the very core of his being, representing his vision for the future and the things that drive him to succeed. Sharing them is an invitation into his innermost world, a world that he typically reserves for those he feels emotionally connected to and supported by. It is through this sharing that a man shows his vulnerability and openness, allowing you to see not just who he is today, but who he aspires to be in the future. By sharing his hopes and dreams, he is not only showing you his personal vision for the future, but he is also showing a desire to have you be part of that vision. It is an unspoken acknowledgement that he wants you to be involved in the journey he is embarking on, whether it's supporting him in his professional endeavors, being a partner in his personal growth, or simply understanding the passions and goals that fuel him. It demonstrates a desire for collaboration and shared experiences in achieving the future he envisions. This level of openness signals a deep sense of trust, as it requires him to believe that you will not only accept his aspirations but also be an encouraging presence in helping him pursue them. Sharing his goals with you also reflects a willingness to be held accountable. It's one thing to have dreams in your own mind, but it's another to verbalize them to someone who matters to you. By sharing these ambitions, a man is inviting you to witness his journey, which may include triumphs, setbacks, and everything in between. It shows that he is confident enough in the relationship to allow you into the process, trusting that you will support him when things get tough and celebrate with him when he achieves success. This kind of transparency in a relationship fosters a strong bond as it creates a sense of partnership and mutual understanding. He's not just sharing the good times, he's also opening the door to the challenges, knowing that you will be there as a source of encouragement and strength. When a man shares his dreams with you, it indicates a level of emotional maturity and self-awareness. The act of revealing one's dreams and ambitions is often a reflection of someone's sense of purpose and self-belief. It shows that he knows who he is, what he wants, and is actively working toward it. For many, this is not a small feat, as articulating one's deepest desires can be a vulnerable experience. It requires confidence in oneself and the relationship, as it means being honest about what matters most without fear of judgment or rejection. A man who is willing to share his most cherished goals with you demonstrates a deep level of self-assurance, as he feels secure in the relationship and trusts that his aspirations will be understood and valued. Sharing aspirations also signifies a man's desire to build a future with you. When a person speaks of their hopes and dreams, it is often a glimpse into the life they want to create. If a man chooses to share these visions with you, it indicates that he sees you as an integral part of that future. It is not simply about sharing isolated desires, but about including you in the grander vision of what he hopes to achieve. Whether it's starting a family, pursuing a career change, or traveling the world, his ambitions are often shaped by the desire to have someone by his side. This inclusion shows that he values your opinion, seeks your support, and wants you to be an active participant in the life he is striving to create. Sharing dreams and goals is an expression of emotional vulnerability. It is an act that invites you to witness his deepest desires, some of which may be uncertain or not fully formed. These dreams are often tied to his sense of self-worth, identity, and purpose. To share them is to offer a piece of himself, one that is not always easy to expose. This vulnerability allows for deeper emotional connection, as it fosters a sense of closeness and trust. It encourages an open dialogue between partners, allowing them to explore each other's visions and provide mutual support as they work toward realizing those dreams. When a man shares his ambitions with you, it provides a deeper understanding of his values and motivations. It shows you what truly matters to him, what he holds dear, and what he is willing to work hard for. Whether it's creating a legacy, making a difference in the world, or simply finding personal happiness, his dreams provide insight into what drives him on a fundamental level. This knowledge creates a stronger bond between partners as it allows you to align your own values with his and explore how your paths can intersect as you both work toward your individual and shared goals. By sharing his hopes and dreams with you, a man is not only inviting you into his future, but also seeking your approval and understanding. It shows that he values your perspective and wants you to be a part of his journey, not just as a passive observer, but as an active participant. This inclusion is a sign of respect, as it demonstrates that he sees you as a partner, someone whose input and support are essential to his success. It reflects a desire for mutual growth, both as individuals and as a couple, as you both work together to create a future that aligns with your shared values and aspirations. When a man shares his hopes, dreams, and ambitions with you, it is a significant and meaningful gesture. It signifies trust, emotional vulnerability, and a desire for you to be a part of his life's journey. By sharing these aspirations, he is showing that he values you enough to include you in his vision for the future and wants you to support him as he works toward those goals. This openness deepens the emotional connection and strengthens the bond between partners, creating a foundation for mutual growth, respect, and shared success. Thanks for watching. Now,